Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Why is it so many Muslims, they want to become fluent in Arabic. They want to memorize Quran. They want to become students of knowledge. They want to do a lot more for the religion. But you will hear them say things like, I'm stressed, I'm overwhelmed, and I'm exhausted. Or I just don't have time. And you might have said some of these things yourself. Hey, I want to become fluent in Arabic, but I can't because my life is so crazy. Or I want to become a better student of knowledge and get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but I'm so busy with my children. I'm so busy with my business. I'm so busy taking care of my family and my kids and my parents. And I just simply cannot stick to anything. But this is actually, all of these things is literally a code. And it's a symptom of a bigger problem: stressed, overwhelmed, and exhausted. And the reason why people usually don't achieve their goals has nothing to do with discipline. It has nothing to do with not wanting to do it. It's because we're not taking care of our mental and emotional health. For a lot of people, simply focusing on nutrition, motivation, exercise alone is not going to get them to where they need to be. Instead, we need to start focusing on life stressors, poor sleep, insufficient recovery when we have a very tough day at work, or a very tough day dealing with our children in the house, or a very difficult day dealing with family and friends. If we do not recover appropriately, we will start feeling burnt out. And these problems, they frequently lead to behaviors that knock people off track. By not improving on these areas to feel better, more capable, and stronger, not just physically, but also by increasing our iman, we're not going to feel that we are on the highest level that we can be on. Let's just think about a couple things for a second on how the mind and the body it works and how it affects our goals and actually reaching our goals. And all these things do affect your mindset, your health. If you don't feel healthy, if you feel tired because you don't sleep well at night, it's going to be impossible to find time to start memorizing Quran, or to start learning Arabic, or to get better in your ibadah, in worshiping Allah, because you're going to feel so bad. You're going to feel so burnt out and tired. And this is one of the things we work with at, Stay with Arabic. It's removing the barriers between you and being the student of knowledge that you want to be. And this is a new frontier for learning religion. Effective sleep, stress management, and recovery from life's challenges is the missing link for many Muslims. After all, let's look at the facts. 20% of people, and this is in the West, say they're sleep deprived. 35% get less than 7 hours of sleep every night. 48% of parents say their level of stress in life has increased. So if somebody is feeling bad, how are they going to find more time to work out, exercise, and learn more about the religion? It's going to be very hard. It's not because of you. This is a natural modern day problem. It used to be back in the past, you would be walking everywhere. Even if you drove a car, you would still be walking. You would spend more time outside. But because of our lifestyle, this modern lifestyle, things are much different. So it's not just you. It's not that you're lazy, dumb, not motivated. No, this is a problem of modern life. So all this has made it harder. And then we have to deal with fitness and nutrition, and there's just so many things to deal with in order to have the ideal life. And this is where good coaching comes from. And there's all type of sleep and stress recovery hacks and fitness hacks, but science has its own way of doing things. And our Prophet, alayhi salatu wasalam, he has taught us ways of really maximizing our time. So there's no getting around it. If you're getting poor sleep, you're not recovering, you're gonna feel bad. Now, when people do deal with stress, they're focused on surviving and not thriving. And this only leads to negative health behaviors. Let's look at some facts here. Even during the pandemic, people have said that they have less time for exercise, decreased screen time, They eat more fast food. Inshallah, as Muslims, we're not drinking alcohol, but I used to have a company called Muslim Sober Companion where I would go and live with Muslims who are having addiction problems and do everything they do at home. Everything they do in a treatment center, I would do it at home with them. So for sure, there's Muslims that struggle with addiction problems, right? So with all these issues coming up, we need to be resilient. And the way to be more resilient is to focus on our sleep, reducing stress, recovering. And of course, we have to increase our iman. When we read the Quran and we ponder over the meanings of the Quran, it increases your iman. When we learn to pray according to the Prophet, the way he prayed, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as opposed to just culture or just following some madhab, it's going to increase our our iman. So all of these things are important. And when people don't get enough sleep, it affects the way they behave with their family, their friends, and their relationship with things they care about. It's going to drain your energy, and it becomes a very vicious cycle. You're drowsy, you don't do a good job at work, and you don't interact with your family in the best way. And then you have poor sleep, chronic stress, and now you're sick. You might want to memorize Quran. You might want to start learning Arabic and seeking knowledge, but it's hard to do those things when you feel bad. And when you don't um, really focus on recovery, you're going to feel burnt out, lazy. So these are some things to think about. And if you really want to get serious about seeking knowledge and learning, just all you have to do is admit you need help. And that's what we're here for. And that's what www Stay with Arabic is all about. And even if you don't reach out to us, try to focus on your sleep. Focus on your stress, your levels of stress, learning different methodologies and ways of dealing with stress. And if you do this, inshallah, it's going to increase your life with your family and it's going to increase your connection with Allah, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. See you in the next video.